last week, a guy by the name of Alfonso Ribeiro. I mean, people know him as Carlton. Um, he made a statement on Twitter saying that, Black people don't accept him in the community. And my whole thing is, like, I didn't even know he still, like, had a career. Like, the last thing I remember him from is, like, Fresh Prince. And to me, I feel like, for my opinion, I look at it like this. For my opinion, watching the show showed me that you don't have to be the stereotypical, Black man. Like you can be like Carlton. I mean, to me, he added on to the show. And as a man, when I look at him, I just look at him as a Black man. I don't look at him a Black man trying to be white or trying to be better than anybody else. So my thing is, like, I don't know what he's talking about. As a matter of fact, like, when I heard the name Alfonso Ribeiro, right, I was like, why is a Mexican person worried about what Black people got going on? But then when they said Carlton, that's when I was like, oh, him. And, after reading it and him saying, because he had a white wife, man, look, the guy that played in what's the show? Power, the one with 50, or his wife is white. Tay Diggs' wife was white.
Wait, can I interrupt you there though?
Go ahead.
Okay, but if we're gonna go base, he's been typecast pretty much. He is the bougie Black guy who acts uppity in almost everything that he's been in. And then, has he even really been an advocate for Blacks? He's been very quiet. He's been very quiet.
Okay, if you want to, it's a lot of people out here that wear Black Lives Matter, act pro-Black, that'll blow your head off if you step on this.
Your whole career, though, his whole career is silence. And now I'm trying to figure out what it is. Is this for publicity? Like, what do you need from the Black community now? You need our help with something? Oh, you own us now?
I mean, I see where you're going, but I just see him as a Black. I think his issue is with him. I don't think it's with the people. I think it's something that he feels within himself, because I never even thought about it in that way. Like, oh, he's Carlton, he's the wannabe white guy. Nah, I never even, or he's not really Black. I never even looked at it like that, because I don't want nobody looking at me. If I'm intelligent, I want to be respected as an intelligent Black man. If I dress a certain way, I want to be treated a certain way as a well-dressed Black man.
But let's be honest, his characters, though, are to be portrayed as the bougie Black guy who's super dramatic and overboard with it. That's him.
What do you think, Roy?
But like, what's the purpose of seeking acceptance from the Black community? That's the gist I'm stuck on. Is what you looking for, bro. Like, we don't really have like baton or nothing to pass to you, or we don't even have our own systems in place to even like our own. We just now getting a few major production companies that's Hollywood status, to where you can have the connections and people rock with you. But if you're not as far in your career as you want to be, the only person that ever blame is you. You know what I'm saying?
Don't come to the Black.
You can act like man, it's because I ain't rock a Jerry curl in the 80s, or you can act however the fuck you want, like, because I don't have this type of vernacular when I speak, or I'm not this type of black man versus this type of black man. So my success is gonna be, bro, you got black skin. You already got the whole world against you, number one. Number two, you got all the power that you need to do whatever, and you already been in position. You know what I'm saying? If you didn't make black people love you, bro, it's something about you that's not lovable by the masses of black people. Because we see shit and we hold on to it. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter if you played the smallest role. Like, it's niggas coming back now, doing podcasts, getting book deals, talking about their life that normally you would have forgot about if it wasn't for social media and people remembering these characters or just these names of people who had an impact, who really impacted. You got to ask yourself, should the whole community just rock with you? And why should we all rock with you and fuck with you, even though you choose to, you know what I'm saying? And it's anybody's decision who they love. That's on them. I'm for loving who you love no matter what. Fuck what anybody got to say. Do you, be you. But if you don't choose to procreate within your culture, you know what I'm saying? You're not adding shit to the list of why people should really rock with you, my boy. Like, you're not really boosting, you're not boosting your cool points in the community. You know what I'm saying? Like, for in some part of the community, hell yeah, you are. And that's the dynamic that you need to understand is be you, bro. Like, if that was your goal, it was to captivate the black community, you failed. You know what I'm saying? You need to try again, find another goal, even more meaningful, that has a positive outcome and a positive purpose, and pursue that shit. Because trying to make niggas love you, the whole said first they love you, then they hate you, then they love you again. Ad lib, nigga, they love you again. Nigga had to say that shit 3 times. Like, bro, you really want this black love, bro?
Is it just me, or do black people think just because they're black that the black community is supposed to just oh my god, you're awesome?
A certain intellect of black people, but they're usually the ones that have been fooled by society, period, into thinking that you need to be accepted by your people. You're already your people, bro. If you don't feel accepted, you don't know the right people in your community. You're choosing to you want the thugs and whoever you feel like should come out and respect you and give you homage. You can't live life like that. You can't look and be like, I'm doing this, I'm putting this energy out into the universe. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna get these type of people because of it. Like, you can't go to a pond, even with the best bait in the world, or the ocean, wherever you going to fish, throw your bait out. The best bait in the world, I might add, throw your bait out and be like, oh, I'm gonna catch this. Nigga, you could go out and catch a shark and end up with a turtle every time. You feel me? So it's all in just sitting, being patient, understanding that it's like fishing. It's the weight. It's the actual point of just being that I'm here. I'm in this I'm in a better position than most black people, period. Why should they idolize me but just because of that alone? Just because I have social status. This is a major problem amongst our communities as a whole. Like, I feel like we take celebrities and either we don't give them the respect they deserve and they talking some shit we need to hear, or we give them too much respect they deserve and they ain't saying shit good or positive for us or our kids to prosper off of. That's just my take, though.
But my question is, so they talk about something positive, the ones that are, but are they really out there doing it?
That's something for them to know.
Sure. Well,
but are you making a big of enough impact to where other people are like, okay, I see what you're doing. Like, that's positive. Like, you're helping the community. You may talk about certain shit, but you're still helping the community, like a Nipsey.
Well,
everybody ain't on that.
When it comes to like people like Nipsey, it's kind of like a mix. It's a you're gonna have some people saying that he was a bad influence, and then you're gonna have some people saying that he was a good influence. But I think ultimately it comes down to what you do. I mean, I don't want no awards for what I do. I don't want praise for what I do. If you really out there trying to do what you need to do, just do what you're supposed to do. And I think with him, when it comes to like Carlton, he's wanting something. He wants somebody to pat him on the back or give him that black card. I don't, and you're not gonna get that. He could be donating more. He could be donating to black charities. He could be building, helping inner city schools. He could be doing all kinds of stuff. We don't know.
Yeah.
But
I doubt it. But
well, I mean, why would you say you doubt it though? I mean, honestly.
I guess I'm just judging him and saying that he may not be that type of person.
I say for conversational purposes, if he has every right to feel that way. If his only gripe is that people not fucking with him, and I'm just mentioning it, but I'm living my life and I'll be okay. If it's like if his argument is people not fucking with him, so he ain't winning Emmy or he ain't getting casted in the roles he should be casted in, you know what I'm saying? Because these white motherfuckers is coming to him in the office telling him in the suit or some shit. I ain't gonna say white motherfuckers because that's kind of racist. But these motherfuckers in suit.
Well, I'm gonna have to. I don't mean to cut you off, but you can't be racist by definition. You can be prejudiced, but I mean,
Yeah, but it's our own people now in these suits too. That's why I can't. That's why I'm not saying it because I give a fuck. I really don't care. Like I don't care how y'all feel. But at the end of the day, there's people just like me that's doing the same shit. So is it really racism, or is it like a fucking problem? You know what I'm saying? Like a problem internally for each individual. So when I'm speaking on bro, like if you saying black people not rocking with you hard enough, and your only merit is that these motherfuckers been coming to you for years, because I'm sure this may have happened, maybe I may be wrong, but these motherfuckers been coming to you for years with their analytical expertise of casting and directing these films and productions. They telling you that your community doesn't like you. That's why we didn't get you part. But at the end of the day, they just don't want to tell you they don't fuck with your acting or they don't fuck with your character and your abilities. So that's why. So maybe now you're taking that shit or the implication, even a slight implication of that, and running with it, saying the whole community don't rock with you, bro. We love Carlton, nigga. Like niggas.
Hey, that was my
look, bro. We love you, my dog. Like
I'm trying to figure out what exactly transpired for him to even go on Twitter.
Because you're not I am legend, bro. You're not Hancock. You're not Will Smith.
You ain't had to do it like that.
Like, let's get to the elephant in the room, my nigga.
Drops my.
Let's get to the elephant in the room, bro. You're not Will Smith. No disrespect, but Will is Will.
He knows he's not Will Smith.
And even if you want me to be frank, Will Smith has the support of the black community, but I don't even know how much of that shit he got. Right. He married to a black woman, got black kids.
You got to realize too now.
Nigga still down on Will, and he a good nigga.
Will started off with Jazzy Jeff. He started off making records first.
He started off in the black community.
You feel me? So,
that's his roots.
And he comes from, a place, Philly. I mean, he has that whole culture behind
in the community. Yeah.
I mean, but regardless, if it's me, man, I'm gonna just put it. I'm gonna say I'm speaking from my perspective.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna change my character. I'm gonna talk the way I talk, and I'm gonna do what I want to do. But that's not gonna. If people look at me and say, just because he acts a certain way, and then he doesn't get a black card, and that's fine, because my purpose is not to achieve a black card, because you can't give me something that I already have that's within me. It's already in me. So I think when it comes to him, it's a self thing that he has to feel about himself. You see what I'm saying? It's something going on with him psychologically that he feels that he's not black enough. Because it can't be the fact that people don't want to recognize you, because look at us. You're regular people.
Or he wants us to throw him a pity party because he needs publicity for some other shit because his career sucks.
But
look how they did Monique. You remember Monique? And Lee Daniels and Tyler Perry, they had a big falling out. You remember that? They ain't had nothing to do. It was just business. She was not a good enough comedian. She just wasn't good enough.
And let's just say in their opinion for their platform. In their opinion, you know what I'm saying? And that's what we gotta stop getting upset about. If a person in a suit, black, white, Chinese, whatever, Latino, if they come to you and tell you you're not a fit for my platform for what I'm trying to do because I feel X, Y, and Z, that does not mean that. That if a motherfucker comes to you and says, listen, I like how you're clean cut and stuff, but I just don't think you be able to play Tupac. You know what I'm saying? You can't be mad and be like, man, fuck that.
It comes with the territory.
In my mind, this is my opinion. I'm making the movie about Pac. In my mind, for this movie, the vision I got and the way I see it, I don't feel like the audience is gonna connect with you as that character.
You're not about to fuck my movie up.